Yeah, round 13 is about to get underway. It's the penultimate game of the ESL Katowice Royale.
It absolutely is, and I wonder whether Zay and Saf will say, no, let's drop somewhere else. Not for now, they're going over Divot. We'll see where they land over towards the lake if that is the case. Because that would be one way to mess with everybody, would be change your drop from the two teams in Pleasant. There's one on the other side of Loot Lake. I wonder whether that is Mitro, but on screen we just saw Vinny take out Aim Hero incredibly quickly early on in the game for that first elimination. So Vinny and Zexro have said this is our area to this game as well, so we can focus on a lot of the rest of the field as FaxFox was tidied up by Vinny. This has become a very one-sided fight. Now that Zexro and Vinny have had their game plan challenged and said, okay, how do we actually fight that? Well, we just prove that we can win this every time, and that's what they do. Points, but nowhere near as well as this duo, as we're finally taking another look at Zayt and Saf. It's been somewhat of a quieter game for them up until this point, but with Scram and Sakona around, now they have to fight for potentially a fourth victory royale, dare I say, but this is a very tricky position to be in.
Very tricky. I'm surprised they're committing to this fight. Maybe they're just so confident with their point lead that they've got nothing to worry about. And extra points just mean, well, you know, closer to the trophies. And Sakona goes down.
As Zayt is chasing down Scram as well. They're trying to add another 10 points. There's 5 to the total. Add it up, rack them up, and extend that lead.
Pushing in with no shields to their name as well, playing full aggro. This is insane play from Zayt and Saf right now.
Scram, if he gets found by Saf and Zayt, every single one of these things is just extending Zayt and Saf's lead and making it almost impossible for anybody to chase them for first.
The elimination machines right now, and I think they're just hungry for it. They want to put a show on for us, and I think that this is what they're going to do in this game.
No doubt. Scope Revolver, something the players are talking about. We were listening to them discuss last night about how it's actually good because of Storm Surge, which sounds really weird, but it's about doing damage and just chipping people down. They're trying to find Scram. Scram's hiding. Hide and seek. Count to 100 and hope they go away. They haven't found him yet. He's just staying perfect still.
Oh my god.
Vision is based not on movement, but about sound right now.
It's the T-Rex.
Shh, everybody.
I'm being real quiet.
Stress. They've run away. Scram has managed for now, but he has to wait till they run all the way away.
He's so scared right now.
And the thing is, when the zone moves, is he in the safe zone? Yes, I think he is. Is he just going to stay under this pyramid?
What? Yes?
Surely
that's the only option he has.
More.
He's got 6 HP. What else is he meant to do? Go commit against the 2 best players in the tournament? Are you mental, Stress?
I want to see Scram. I want to see his face right now because he must be biting his nails, just waiting for them to bypass. But nevertheless, the rest of this game continues. Zayt and Saf, they're in a fight already. Who's it with? So we haven't quite seen it's Cripper and Boya. Now this is a massive engagement because this is for the top of the points. You can see it. Cripper is going to drop. Cripper has already been downed as Boya has the RPG, but he knocked Zayt in response. This is such a massive moment in this. And Saf, did he just get Cripper? No. Yes, they get the elimination on Cripper, but Boya survived.
It's still a one-on-one. I think Zayt is down, but Saf could get the pickup here.
There are more people around, and that is what makes this a very difficult situation. Yes, Cripper and Boya are now down to
Dynamite.
Dynamite is ticking, and they haven't really got a sight on it. All of this cover is getting shredded away as Zayt has fallen. For the first time in a very long time, neither both Saf and Zayt are going to make it to endgame at this rate because look at how many people are closing in on them.
Sticky's coming in thick and fast there as well from another third party. Eric and Motor on the side there. But Boya really wanted Saf there. He had an opportunity to take out the leaders and potentially get his team above a little bit, or catch up at least to that point lead. I mean, we're still not even in the points yet.
Saf is trying to reposition to a more comfortable place, and he's got Boya right next to him. Switches up the inventory to make sure he's got that legendary heavy shotgun, but Saf nearly gets shot in the back. Llama's going to try and position himself closer to the fight, but he had to protect himself from power. Scram is still there. Scram is still in this game.
Mate, he could just stay there all day, mate. In this little pyramid, he's basically a pharaoh. He's just tombed himself in.
Well, Saf is still going aggressive. This is madness by Zayt and Saf to just say, all right, I'll just get any more points that I can. They've already scored 10 in this game to advance their lead. They were 160 odd points up. Remember, a victory royale, 65 points, so you would have to back-to-back win and get eliminations in order to catch them.
Zaf was on the move there, and now we go over to our third place currently.
And this is a team that could catch them if all of the chips fall in the right way. If Zexro and Vinny can dominate a game.
I'm not going to lie, it's looking good. Boya!
Boya is so very low as Airwax and Nikov are just around the corner, so is Provoked. And if they can actually take them out, that again sets one of those things in motion for Vinny and Zexro, but it's such a numbers game right now. It is so difficult to actually upset the leaders.
Zaf has expanded out, gained some control here, found a safe spot for himself.
Oh, Boya.
And Boya is not safe whatsoever. This rocket launcher
taking the fight. 1 versus 2 is Boya just trying to disrupt Airwax and Nikov as much as possible. Third parties from every single angle on this fight, and this is balancing on a knife edge.
Very much so. Saf happy with his little 1-by-1 here, I must say, but is Boya finally been eliminated there? I believe he has.
He has. Boya confirmed, but Airwax eliminated as well. Airwax and Nikov were in that top 5, I believe, for this game. Item picks up a big elimination onto Mies as well. Another duo that is in that top 10.
There's going to be some switch rounds, I feel, this game's stress. I think this leaderboard is going to change dramatically through 2 to 10 here.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's all about the rest of the positions moving and setting us up for one final game. But look at the names that are still here. We've got Camo, we've got Saf. Boya had fallen earlier. Nikov is in the mix somewhere here.
Saf. Is Saf down? Zayt was, maybe one of them was down, right?
No, one of them has moved down.
Yeah, sorry.
Zexro are both in the game. They're the only one of our leading...
Vinny and Extra is what I meant, sorry. I misread that situation there, Stress.
It's all good. They're our only top 3 duo that is still both in this game. And Kesa has fallen from this. As you can see, Hunter and Keenstar still alive. Did very well on day 1. And excited to see what they can do in these last few games. Mitro and Kuna, big names as well from Europe up on that right side. And Saf is still alive in this game. Majin just took a blast from Storm Surge.
Yeah.
And he's out. Majin's out.
I believe it was Mitro that actually got the last tap on him.
Yeah. Mitro was given the elimination credit on that exchange. Saf now trying to move, does get shredded as Venos drops for Zexro. These are these elimination points. If they can convert it into that full elimination, that would be what would allow them to climb. Down to 50 health is Saf, and he manages to find himself a low ground position.
Hunter going down, Keemstar's teammate. That'll be them eliminated from the game. Saf able to heal up there, whacking up some bandages, but, you know, Vinny, Zexro, they had a great circle going into this. They're coming off from the high ground. They should be relatively safe, providing that they pick their fights wisely here. Just go for the rotation and try and avoid people.
And it's quite a similarly heighted storm, if that makes sense at all. Nobody has built up right now, so there's a lot of kind of level pegging through this as Jamside is still alive. Saf trying to rain fire out through the window on Bizzle. If he could pick this up, this would be huge. To
everybody else is joining in on that fight as well. Bizzle's getting pressured from both sides here, and now he can't find a spot to heal, and the storm.
7 SSK7 has fallen as well. There's a lot of names going in that action feed as Zeke, Vilex, Kinzel, all have fallen. Cloud and Myth still in this game and have had a surprisingly good tournament. Day 1, they really performed, but day 2, we've seen consistent performances out of some of the duos that had already assumed top spots. Vinny and Zexro, one of them that have had to bounce back through Aim Hero and FaxFox, challenging them at the beginning of every single game.
And they're just sitting pretty on that high ground at the moment, Stress. Izza and Camo at the bottom too. Rotations will be happening now as the zone is on the move.
Saf is up in the air at this point, and the reason we are following him is every single elimination makes this game so much harder for the two duos, Tripper and Boya and Vinny and Zexro, to actually pick up. Nearly 200 points would be required for Vinny and Zexro to get back into the first spot, and Saf is making it more difficult with every second that he stays alive claiming placement points.
How is he finding the way out of these situations? I don't understand. He's been in the middle of every single fight at the moment. Saf is still up and running, spamming out those mats, tunneling out and getting safe into the zone.
Two names we haven't seen too much today, Animal and Aspect, right up at the top of this structure, have managed to stay alive. And Scram, from being under the pyramid, has stayed alive and is back healthy in this game. Again, Saf nearly gets another elimination, but it cannot quite get it. That's Shinken dropping to Envy for their third elimination of this game, and they're trying desperately to follow this storm.
And the action is just kicking off here. Saf really right close to Alpha there. Is he going to make a move? He's going to play it slow. Just wait for the circle to close in behind him a little bit, then make the space and try and find some elimination.
Surely there's no way he can do it. Solo, surely not. Like, that has to be an insurmountable task with 21 players still alive. Cloud has fallen in this game, as you can see at the top, and Saf has got Myth as well. He is just beast mode on everybody in this game. 18 kills remaining, and this might be the best competitive performance we have ever seen from a duo in Fortnite.
Oh my god, he's not even duo though, Stress. He's by himself.
Alone, and he's getting pushed by Kuna and Mitro, two of Europe's top names, are looking for that elimination. Camo is there, Nate is there. Saf is in such a bad position to be in, and surely he can't get out.
He's got a launch pad though. If he can find it in the storm to place it down, he can get out!
Not in. He's managed to save himself and find a single metal floor. What is even happening?
You can't trap Saf. He's too unstoppable right now.
He's
Stress.
healing up while everybody else is fighting, and we have to follow him in this game. Yes, there are so many big names. There's Mitro, there's Skype, there's Zexro and Vinny are still alive in this, and surely they have the advantage. They are the duo that is sat in the top. They've got a victory royale for themselves. Vinny and Zexro have to be enough, and that's it for Saf and Zayd, but what a performance in this game. We move on with the rest of the field. Animal and Aspect still alive themselves.
Vinny's
trying
just
to
gone
take
down.
the high ground.
Vinny has just gone down, Strash, and Zexro is really, really low, but it's coming down to the last 4 people alive here. 3 teams up. How's it going to end, Stress?
3 players left as Animal gets taken out. It's Aspect, and he gets Zexro to pick up the victory royale for Animal and Aspect in round 13.
Fall out of the solos, but the question I put to you right now is, will this final game be the Zayt and Saf victory lap, or will Vinny and Zexro, who held on to that first place for so long, do something? I'm going to put it this way, it would be a miracle at this point, but can they pull off the miracle?
Well, it would require a victory royale with almost 20 kills, with Saf and Zayt being eliminated early.
Yeah,
I think the fast math is just about right, so that's the insurmountable task, but